Hello, beautiful people. Future me. Welcome to another thing I'm doing online. Okay, we'll start typing. Then I will do some exercise. And I decided that I will not choose randomly right now. Today I want to do JavaScript, TypeScript, and SQL. All of them from the execute program page. So let's get into it. I'll start the time in a moment. Music stopped. Okay, so I will close this and open the stream on SoundCloud. Okay, looks good. Mm-hmm. Okay. 9%, 27. Okay, just keep practice. Okay, so we are over the limit. So 8%, oh, it's going down, I think, maybe. So let's go to the execute program. This one I will probably never read, so bye. And okay, now delete you. Start with SQL. Yeah, wait. Let's start with JavaScript. That's the most I have left off. Yeah, and there's 4 of them. So 3 it is. String keyed methods. String keyed methods. We've seen shorthand methods in object literals. Yeah. We saw. Oh, this is the getter. No, this is not the getter. I forgot how the getter works. Or didn't. Well, anyway. When we use this that syntax, the method name is subject to the normal limitation on JavaScript variable names. It can contain spaces, for example. Sure. hmm However, if we put quotes around the method's name, it can contain spaces, even punctuation. Oh, wow. If a method name contains space or punctuation, then we can't call it with the usual subject.method name. We will have to use some object, square brackets, method name. I see. It's the name of the user. You take that, and this will say Betty, another very popular person around here. This method definition syntax is called string keyed methods because we are using the normal JavaScript string syntax to define the method's name. Its key in the object. String keyed methods. Okay, modern JavaScript has a good Unicode support, so ordinary methods work with non-English characters as well. For example, we can name our method. Okay. Word for name. Okay, so this will be Betty. However, we can't use normal syntax to name the method. The circle charter is Japanese period, which is punctuation, and punctuation isn't allowed in JavaScript identifiers. Including that character will result in an error. You can type error. Okay. My hand was off the. Oh, okay. It's good. Uh, delete. Delete. String key methods. We can define that period. Okay. So this one will say Betty. String keyed methods also work in class definitions. This is a recurring theme. Syntax that works in object literal methods will generally work inside class definitions as well. Mhm. Oh got, okay, name, okay, so this was Marie. Here's code complete. Define a user class with a method name isAdmin, including the space. Your class should accept isAdmin argument in the constructor, which is then returned by isAdmin method. Okay, so is admin like so. Is admin. Oh, okay. This dot is admin equals is admin at. Okay, I switched it, so it would be min like so. Then I close that guy. Then I will have a method, and that will say is with small letter admin, and that is the method, and will return this is admin like so. I'll close user, that should be it. And I have a problem there because I should return it. So all done. I forgot the return statement. That works. Okay, I still can do more. So for free to go. Okay. So we do this. Put them and put free in it. Go. That's 2. Okay. JavaScript classes can extend inherent from other classes. I'll pour some water in my tea. Class my subclass extends superclass. The subclass will have all of the properties and methods of the superclass, plus any properties and methods that define itself. You get dot name, so it will be. I can access it. Oh, it's public. Okay, so it will be Miss Fluff. Like so, the superclass and subclass can define their own separate constructors. That lets us centralize shared setup code in the superclass. That let us centralize shared setup code in the superclass, avoiding the duplication of in its subclasses. The subclass constructor calls the superclass constructor with superimposing whatever arguments the superclass constructor requires. Okay, so we are creating cat takes name and calling that one with dcat. So if we call for the name property, we will get Mrs. Fluff the cat. So Mrs. Fluff a cat like so. Oh, this is a long one. So we have an animal can walk, worm, dog. Okay. So we have a worm can walk. Return this like count is greater than 0, so that will be false. False. And then dog has 4, so it will be true. Scaling super is mandatory. If the subclass has a constructor, it has to call super at some point during the constructor. Mandatory, okay. That's the change. It's the difference compared to Java. Otherwise, newing in the subclass will cause an error. This rule holds even when the superclass doesn't actually define a constructor. You still have to call super. Oh, really? Even if the parent does not have a constructor, but the child has to have it anyways. Okay, so there's animal. This does not call super, so this is error. Here's a problem for you to complete. Define an admin class that inherits from user. Its constructor should call super, passing along the relevant arguments. It should also set the is admin flagged true. I'm thinking about being a little bit stricter about the time, so stopwatch compact. There was a blinking after each reach. Oh yeah, but that I would have to have the countdown thing, so for right now we'll leave it as it is. So define an admin class that inherits from user. Its constructor should call super, passing along the relevant arguments. It should also set is admin flag to true. Okay. Okay, so we have a class admin. And then we have a constructor. Constructor. So it will take, I think, the same. Let's do the same. Name, email, like so, and how do you call just 2 parameters? Okay, so we will keep that. Then we will call super with those parameters, so it will be name, email, like so. Then we will set this admin to true. This is admin equals true. That's another thing, and I will close that, and that should be it. And unexpected thing, so it says super keyword unexpected here. How come? Oh, I did not extend it. Okay, I see. I did not set extend, so we'll fix that. Extend. Is extend or extends? Extends user, like so. Okay, now it works. We can use instance of to check for whether an object is an instance of a given class. So cat instance of class, that should be true. Cat instance of cat, that is false. String is not. True or false. Instance of understands subclasses. X instance of Y is true when X is instance of any subclass of Y. So animal and then yeah, so this is true. We can inherit from classes that inherited from other classes and so on. There's no limit. No limit. So we have a animal, then we have a dog which extends animal, and then we have a greyhound which extends uh, dog. 65 what legs? Leg count. So dog has a 4, and then we have this speed kilometer per hour. Okay, so that is the, and puck is 5, so both of them will have a 4 legs, and one is okay. So there will be an array. Can walk, greyhound, true. Greyhound, that is 65. Then this is true and 5 and close. Okay, new book, instance of dog, true, true. Subclasses can define properties or method that already exist on the superclass. When that happens, the subclass version overrides or replaces the superclass version. Speak, jump, cow. Okay, so crow. So we have a bird. Bird will say chirp. And caw. Okay. Some languages have multiple inheritance. They allow a class to inherit from multiple other classes at once. Python, Python and C++ are examples. Fortunately, JavaScript doesn't support multiple inheritance, so we don't need to discuss it here. There is no syntax for multiple inheritance. Okay, that's error. Extends two things. Finally, a note on when inheritance is appropriate. Object-oriented programming was very popular in 1990s, sometimes promoted as almost religious fervor. What's fervor? Fervor. How do you pronounce that? Fervor. Okay. That fervor has died down now. We recommend viewing classes and especially inheritance as just another tool. Like any tool, it's important not to reach for them when they are not needed. Here's an example from React.js, popular JavaScript. In older versions of React, components were defined using classes. Class my component extends React component. This made a lot of sense because React components defines many properties and methods that our components will want to use. It sets this props so a component can easily see the data sent to it from parent components. It defines this set state. So a component can change its states easily and so on. That class syntax has since been superseded by a very clever mechanism called React hooks. Okay, with hooks, the classes disappear and we just write functions. Components written with hooks are noticeably shorter, and the consensus is that hooks also let the components that are easier to read and reason about. React hooks success isn't an argument that classes are bad, but it does show us that even in cases where classes model a problem well, there might be an even better model. Execute program itself contains number of classes. User, graph, a graph data structure, parser, a parser for your course definition markup language, etc. But most of the application logic is contained in regular functions, not in classes. And we finish, and we have 2 minutes, so let's do some typing. And the rest of the time okay, so we are over. Maybe I can finish this. Maybe I can. We are over the limit, but say, crap. Okay. I think I'm improving a little bit. Okay. We are over the time. That means we are done. Done is better than perfect. And I will see you next time. Bye.